welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look there inside of MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams who share the same home turf. The Giants and the Jets head-to-head on EA Sports. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening has the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh. And now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one is caught by Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Number 3, Russell Wilson on the keeper.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Giants 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chain.
A gain of 7. And the Giants 1st down.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate 1st downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have moments. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Neighbors in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Will McDonald in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Gibson to return. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket. If he escapes, big plays are to be had.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Fields is tough to bring down in the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down, but he got the first down.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On first and 10, Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 6. He'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at
The most impressive thing
17-yard
about this
line.
drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's a second and 9. Here's Fields to keep it himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is third and 10. He'll try to run for it.
Justin Fields on the scramble
defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on third down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the first down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Eric Gray to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now Wilson on second down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third down, here's Wilson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 17 yards that time to number 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. A run here with Tracy on second down. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Giants.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The 6-yard line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Giants.
1st down, Giants.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jets' 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Russ. Pass complete to Neighbors. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
A run on 1st and goal. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead.
Jets 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Jets take over 1st.
The Jets offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hard. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
18-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazard. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Jets first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
First down, Fields. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Play action now for Fields. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Looking deep for Lazard. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Big gain for the Jets there. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
On the option, here's Hall. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Flushed to his left. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Headed left, buying time. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Emir Smith-Marset now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Jets 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Fields. Knocked away, and it's incomplete. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Russ. Open man is Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll take off again. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Fields now the throw on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Start this drive on the ground. It's home. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a second and 7 from the 27. Another run here with Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Here's Fields. Now he takes off.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he's on to punt for the second time. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
Brings up second down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. The shotgun, Wilson. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead.
Jets 6.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 7. To throw is Fields. Forced out wide.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. is going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with Tracy, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd, they need 8. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
We'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll step up and run.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing his field. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of the Giants has it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to extend the lead. Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Penei Wanwu now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're trying to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Tyler Newman up from the secondary, working his way in to record the sack.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Paid for this? You guys are garbage.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Fields. This one caught by Lazard. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Wilson now, off the bootleg. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants 1st down. For Tracy, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Complete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? From the gun, it's Wilson. The outside, caught by Neighbors. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Gibson now on the return. And And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard.
First down. Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Fields. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for
They'll
the
get
Jets.
19
First
out of that
down.
play, and the Jets have a
and
first
10
down.
At the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Fields. That's caught. It's the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Fields. He'll step up and run this.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Fields. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18.
He is dangerous when a
That's
play
good
breaks
for
down.
another
A pickup
Jets.
of 18.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Ball. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit.
The score, Giants 34, Jets 13.
after the touchdown. Out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Smith-Marset. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. Brings up second down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Giants.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 9. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Jamian Sherwood in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now Russ. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
29, Tiburon Tracy. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Fields to throw. Catch made. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Giants has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far?
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Second down, it's Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Throwing is Fields. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
You have a tight end motioning left here. They're going to go, and it's Hall. He'll have a Jets first down as he gets this up to the 42. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Fields now. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
That's another.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Fields now to throw on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Fields from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to first and goal. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
8-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Back to throw is Fields. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Moving, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. So a road win here for the Giants. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.